Life's a road like you like to travel on, when there's one day here and next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn back on the wind. There's a world outside every darkened door, where blues don't hurt you anymore, where the brave are free and love us all. Come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate to break down the garden gate. There's not much left today, yeah. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, well, I wanna drive it all night long. And now into the transition.
What a drive for fans! Absolutely incredible!
League champions.
And scored! England have won the European Championship!
1-0.
Rangers Football Club are going to Seville!
That would be funny. That was got to happen now.
Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Talk Sport. I hope you didn't mind those little singing at the start there before we came live. I just did the title music for my TV's coverage, even though this game's on BBC in the UK. I just think it's a great song, Life is a Highway. And yes, you have got to ride it, and it is World Cup fever, and who'll be riding on and booking their place, or potentially booking their place in the next round, because it's the Netherlands versus Sweden in what promises to be a brilliant group game this evening. I said that in the week about Portugal, Democratic Republic of Congo, and then that ended up being absolutely shocking. But I'm hopeful about this one today, because of two teams of this quality taking part in this match today. So yeah, it's a big game. Group F match between Netherlands and Sweden in Houston once more. The national anthems are taking place at the moment. The Dutch one's just gone, and we'll just do the Swedish anthem in a minute. The Netherlands opened with a 2-2 draw against Japan, while Sweden opened their group with a 5-1, emphatic 5-1 win, in fact, against Tunisia, and currently have the early advantage in the group. A win today would put either side in a strong position as they look to make the round of 32. But lots of things, the Netherlands will be in their home kit of orange, and Sweden will be in their away kit of blue today as well. Head-to-head record, there's only been one previous World Cup meeting between the two sides. That was in the group stages of the 1974 World Cup, and that finished goalless. So we hope we don't have a repeat of that one today, because yeah, that would be pretty boring. Both the teams have featured in World Cup finals as well. Netherlands runners-up in 1974, 1978 and 2010, and have never won the trophy despite being one of the most successful nations in the competition, and this being their 12th appearance in World Cup finals. Sweden were runners-up in 1958, and third place finishers in 1950 and 1994, and a fourth place finish in 1938 according to FIFA. So yeah, this promises to be a fascinating game. As we go into this match, the group looks Sweden top with 3 points, then it's Netherlands with 1 point, Japan 1 point, and Tunisia with no points. So if Tunisia lose to Japan later, they'll be joining the likes of Turkey and Haiti in exiting the competition. But yeah, it's between these two really. I think the winner of this one will definitely top the group, and we'll see what we think. So yeah, all of you guys that are watching, don't forget to smash that like button and comment below and subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. Let us know who you think's going to win. We've got a poll running at the moment on who you think's going to win this match today. Will it be the Netherlands? Will it be a draw? Or will it be Sweden in what will be a big big game for the future of the group and for the competition, to be honest, as well. See if I can. We have a comment from Jamie Burgoyne here. Stunners, Mr. Burgoyne. Referee is a familiar face. It's none other than Michael Oliver as well for this one. His assistant referees are James Mainwaring. Stuart Burt is the first assistant referee. Sorry, second assistant referee James Mainwaring. Both officials are from South Africa, which is where's his name? Abongil Tom, and the VAR is Jared Gillett, and assistant VAR is Ivan Bebek as well. I will run quickly through the lineups for you as well. Seems it's 3 minutes to go until kickoff. Hopefully it'll kick off on time. A couple of the games have not. Although they have seemed to have got better with the kickoff times as the tournament has progressed. But yeah, let's have a look for you on those starting lineups. Sorry, and just when your phone gets notification and you have to try, even though it's on silent, switch it off to make sure. So yes, here we are. In goal for the Netherlands, it looks like a 4-3-3 for them. You got Verbruggen, Dumfries, the captain Virgil van Dijk, Van Hekken now just signed for Spurs in the week. Van der Ven next to him is Spurs teammate. You got looks like a midfield three of De Jong as a holder, with Gravenberch and Tijani Reinders either side of him, and then a front three of Donyell Marlin, Brian Brobby, and Cody Gakpo. Substitutes Nathan Ake, Memphis Depay, Flecken, Gertrude, Hatto, Kluivert, Coop Miners, Lang, Royce, Somerville, Till, Weghorst, Vifa, and De Roon. Sweden, you got Nordveld, Legerbekel, Hein, Lindelof, the captain. So they're playing a 3-1-4-2 with Kallstrom as a holder. Then you got Bernhardsen, Nygren, Ayari, Gudmundsson, Jokeres, and Isaac. I'll go through their substitutes in a moment as the game is about to get underway in Houston. It's a nice kit actually, that Swedish kit. Away kit. Both the Swedish kits are quite nice. It's like a goldy yellow in the away kit instead of the yellow colour. But yeah. Counting down the seconds, I'll go through the subs for you for Sweden in a moment as we prepare for the game to get underway. Netherlands going to kick it off, going from left to right. Sweden going from right to left, and we are underway in Houston. The ball goes all the way back to Mark Verbruggen, who launches it forward towards the right hand side to Donyell Marlin. And it will be a throw in on this right hand side to the Netherlands, which then Dumfries will throw long into the box towards Brian Brobby. He misses the header. It's flicked back in by Tijani Reinders, but the ball had already gone. Whilst that ball's out of play, let's quickly rattle through the Sweden substitutes. So you've got Ali, Bergvall, Ekdal, Elanga, Victor Johansson. Then you got his brother as well, H. Johansson. You got Nielsen, Seamer, Smith, Starveld, Stroud, Schwanberg, Svensson, Zetterstrom, and Zenali, or Vidal Zetterstrom, sorry, and Zenai. So there we go. Wow. Just underway now. About a minute gone in this game. Score is 0-0. So the Netherlands in there, I don't like the colour. I'm not a massive fan of the colour orange anyway, but it's a fluorescent orange and that Netherlands kit. It gave me a migraine the other night when I was watching against Japan. I probably ended up doing the same thing again today. But yeah, with the Netherlands in their orange shirts, black shorts, and orange socks. Sweden in their blue shirts, like a goldy colour, I'd call it, rather than the yellow shorts and blue socks. It's like a goldy yellowy colour. I wouldn't call it mustard, but it's anyway, it doesn't matter. That's Sweden in possession on the right hand side. So they've gone for 3 at the back. Really going into a 5. Depends on how you look at it. It's like a 3-1-4-2 according to BBC Sport. So you've got like Lagerbielke, Hein, and Lindelof as a 3. Kjellström sitting in front, and then I presume Bernhardsson and Gudmundsson, although there's like a front four in front of Karlström, and behind Gyökeres and Isak. I presume Bernhardsson and Gudmundsson will be like kind of like wing back sort of thing, and out of possession will tuck into that defence. And that's what it looks like actually. Looking at the screen, they're going to out of possession. They're building a back 5, and in possession they've got back 3. And sometimes the converting, it's one of those fluid formations. Sometimes they'll drop, if they only drop into a 4 at the back, then they'll go into a what's it called, 4 in midfield as well. So yeah, it's interesting. It's like a 4-2-3-1 sometimes as well. Ishan the Angel 3-4-1-1. Sorry, I do apologise for butchering your name there, mate. Says, who do you think is the ultimate dark horse in this tournament? That is a very good question. I do like Sweden, but I'm not sure. I wouldn't consider them a contender. I also wouldn't consider the United States a contender, despite the fact that they might end up with an easy bracket because they've won their group. Keep an eye out for Colombia, I'd say. I know they're not amazing, but I just feel like the climate might suit them. Seb said keep an eye out for Ecuador, but they haven't started too well. I fancied Spain to start the competition, but they were absolutely shocking against Cape Verde the other day. But an underdog, that's a very good question. Dark horses, probably, yeah, I would say keep an eye out for Colombia. He says Norway versus Sweden, who'll win? It's a very good question, because you've got Sweden have got front 2 of Gyökeres and Isak who can score goals for fun, and Norway have got Erling Haaland who you can have discount on. The Netherlands are down the left hand side. Cody Gakpo inside the centre. It's a goal! It's a goal! It's a goal! And it has been tucked home by Brian Bobby, and the Netherlands lead by a goal to 0 early doors here, and it's Bobby who has fired the Netherlands in front inside the 6-yard box, and that is much joy for the Netherlands against Sweden. So we won't have a repeat of that game from 74, did I say? In the build-up. Yeah, 1974, where it was 0-0, because the Netherlands have taken the lead. Going to Gakpo with some great pace down the left-hand side. Great hold-up play by Robbie. He finds Reinders, who finds Gakpo on the left. He races down the left-hand side, plays the ball across the box on a plate for Brian Bobby, who is ghosted into the 6-yard box, in between Hein and Lagerbielke, and he slots it home right-footed, and the Netherlands now lead by a goal to 0 here in Houston, and it is Brian Brobby of Sunderland and formerly of Ajax who has got the goal. In terms of, well, actually, Portugal scored after 5 minutes in midweek, and then it turned into a dull game. So let's hope not a repeat of that one, and let's hope we can have a firecracker. Oh, great ball down the channel for Victor Gyökeres. Oh, fair shot there by Gyökeres, right-footed. First time as he's played in the inside right channel of the area, and he's forced Verbruggen into a low save at his near post. Great effort there by Victor Gyökeres. Just to go back to Ishan the Angels question, Norway versus Sweden. Probably Norway, based on the fact that they've got Erling Haaland. Sweden have probably got a better squad, I'd say, but I think the fact that Norway started the competition very rightly and they have Erling Haaland and Martin Odegaard, I'd say that it'd probably be Norway that would probably edge it. As a ball was played into the channel, the corner was played short and then the ball was like flicked into the channel for Isak. I don't know why the liner's put his flag up, because Isak's not offside unless he's trying to say the corner taker was offside when he received the ball back, but I'm not sure. I don't see an offside in there, but hey. Ishan the Angel says these are the type of matches that get fans watching. That is certainly true. These firecracker matches, as I call them, between big nations, it gets the pulses racing, doesn't it? And it gets everyone involved watching and fascinated. Because everyone wants to know who's going to have the upper hand. The Netherlands obviously drawing their opening game 2-2 with Japan, and Sweden winning theirs 5-1. So really, whoever wins this has a big advantage into getting to the next round. If Sweden win it, then they're in the next round. If Netherlands win it, then they've got 1 foot into the round of 32. I expect Japan to win later against Tunisia as well. So yeah, this is a massive important one to decide who's going to basically top the group and who's probably going to finish second or even third. I think in some aspects Group F has been labelled as a bit of a group of death, because Netherlands, Sweden and Japan will all think they can get out of the group before the competition started, and since the competition has started, they've all got a very good chance. As Netherlands come forward again, Ryan Gravenberch inside the area, his cross deflects up and it's cleared out and away. In terms of a World Cup record for the Netherlands, apparently, this is according to FIFA's website, on the stats that I managed to pull, they've played 55 games, won 30, drawn 14, lost 11, conceded 96 goals. Scored 96 goals and conceded 52. So there we go. And they qualified for the competition unbeaten, the Netherlands were, and they scored 27 goals and conceded just 4 during the qualifying. So yeah, they have one of the best win percentages in World Cup history as well, but are yet to win the trophy. In terms of Sweden's World Cup record, played 51, won 19, drawn 13, lost 19, scored 80 goals, conceded 73. So their defensive record at the major tournament is not the best at the moment for Sweden. So there we go. So the Netherlands come to this probably as sort of a favourites, and yeah. Aishan says, I prefer Netherlands are much better defensively and play better under pressure. To be fair, Sweden aren't a weak team either. No, I agree with that. Yeah, touch football is probably more defensive in general. I'm a Liverpool fan myself. I don't know what team you support me. So I obviously last season dealt with a very defensive kind of style under Arne Slot, as you managed Liverpool last year. I did find that we weren't very good defensively, ironically. The season before we were great defensively. Last season we weren't very great defensively. And I think it's going to be interesting with Ronald Koeman as Netherlands manager. I don't know if he's on his second spell or third spell as Netherlands manager. See how defensively solid they are, because I think the team that wins the World Cup is probably going to be one of the teams with the better defensive records as well. Oh, good ball by Dumfries, looking for Gakpo towards the far post. Backtracking was Lagerbielke, and he's managed to put the ball behind for a corner on the Swedish right, Netherlands left. So thanks for everyone that's watching this so far. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to Let's Talk Sport, as we'll have more coverage throughout the competition and looking to do more coverage again next season on different leagues and cup competitions. As the ball's whipped in towards Van Dijk, but it's headed up and away with a Swedish defender inside the 6-yard box following that corner. Could be interesting next season when Victor Gyökeres faces up against Coventry, one of his former clubs. Obviously, he was at Coventry, and then I think, if my memory serves me correctly, they sold him to Sporting Lisbon. He had a great spell in Portugal, got himself the big move to Arsenal, and then obviously helped them win the title last season, the first title since the Invincibles of 2004. In terms of the managers in the dugout today, you got Ronald Koeman, very experienced head in terms of football, won it all as a player really, and has won a lot as a manager. And then you've got Graham Potter for Sweden as well. He did well at Östersunds, I think it was the team that he managed in Swedish football. I can never pronounce it very well, so I do apologise there. Went to Swansea, did okay at Swansea. Went to Brighton, was brilliant at Brighton. Got the move to Chelsea, and it didn't really work out for him. And since then, his career's really faltered, hasn't it? Because he got sacked by West Ham early on last season. They've ultimately been relegated under Nuno Espirito Santo, and he's managed Sweden to the World Cup finals, and he'll look to try and set his managerial record back on track with a good World Cup tournament with Sweden. Ronald Koeman was the European Cup winner with Barcelona as a player, if memory serves correctly. But he had a spell, didn't he, a few years back where he managed Southampton, did a decent job at Southampton, went to Everton and ended up ultimately sacked because they weren't too happy with him. And they weren't particularly great, let's be honest. Netherlands bringing it forward again. Tijani Reinders inside the area. This shot goes wide and it's a goal kick. We didn't want a corner, but it's a goal kick. Michael Lovett, right up the player there, to be fair to him. Let us all know where you're from in the comments below as well, guys. Let us know where you're watching it from. Looks like we might have to replace the ball. Yeah. Swedish goalkeeper Nordfeldt has passed it to Michael Oliver, who's immediately bowled the ball off the pitch. He's obviously not happy with the state of that ball. %67% of you so far are saying that you think the Netherlands will win. 33% say draw. Who do you think is the best performing host nation in this World Cup? I think all three have done quite well. I've enjoyed watching Mexico. Enjoyed the Canada game the other night. Oh, it's 2-0. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. And it's Brobby again. This time, across from the right-hand side. And Brobby's got in behind. And he's knocked the ball past Nordveld and into the bottom corner of the net, and that had come from nowhere really, as I was preparing to answer that question, which I will get to in a minute. But the Netherlands have gone 2-0 up, and I think it has Cody Gakpo with another assist. Is it? No, sorry, it's Dumfries with the assist this time. Sorry, it's on the right hand side, cross whipped in, and it probably just goes in ahead and knocks the ball into the back of the net. Great finish. We lost footage then on the TV, but great finish. 2-0 to the Netherlands. Yeah, shell-shocked Sweden. And I'm surprised, to be honest, as well, because I didn't expect it to be this easy for the Dutch today. I just realised in all the excitement I've not updated the screen so you know the goal scorer. So I'll get that sorted for you guys. Brian Brobby of Sunderland with a brace as the Netherlands lead Sweden by 2-0. And all the pre-match talk was about how about Sweden's forward line and how they were going to be the ones to cause all the problems for the Dutch defence, but it turns out no. So there's Brian Brobby at the double. Much to the delight of the Dutch fans and the dismay of Graham Potter and Sweden. But who do you think is the best performing host nation? I really, to go back to that question before I answer your next comment, Ishan. I enjoyed watching Mexico. I've enjoyed watching Canada. The USA have done really well. I've won both of their games, but as well as Mexico. But I haven't enjoyed watching them play. I did watch their game last night against Australia. I found it rather boring. But I have quite enjoyed Canada a lot. But Mexico probably, I think, are the best host nation. In terms of, I used to watch Ronaldo and dreamt I played like him. Now he plays like me. That's quite funny, to be fair, mate. It's a shame, like in one aspect. He is a legend of the game. Whether I'm a big fan of his or not is another thing. I don't dislike him, actually, to be fair. I had more of a soft spot for Messi growing up and still do now. But I massively respect Ronaldo still as a player as well. He's absolute quality. But he's 41 years of age now. I think the age is starting to show. And we all know that this would be his last World Cup. Would it be his last major tournament with Portugal? Probably should be. Probably should be. Some people might argue that the Euros should have been his last major tournament, Euro 2024. But he's had one more crack with the World Cup here. But I can't see Portugal getting anywhere near the trophy. I don't see anyone getting anywhere near it. Negron's just been penalised for a foul on Dumfries inside the Netherlands half. Who do you think is the underrated player this tournament? Ooh, that is a very good question. I tell you what, I like you, mate, because you're asking some really good questions. Who do I think is the most underrated player of the tournament? That is a hard one. I love that question, by the way. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Ooh, what a question. Most underrated player of the tournament. Netherlands had it on the edge of the Swedish box, then bouncing it back in, and it's a free kick to the Swedes inside their own box for foul on Bernhardsson by Dumfries. Who do you think is the most underrated player at this tournament? They are in hydration break now. That's a really good question. I like Saibari of Morocco, but I wouldn't say he's underrated. He's on the move to Bayern Munich, so he's most certainly not underrated. Hmm. I like Lauren Shankland at Scotland, but he's just had a move to Rangers. Gannon Doak, I think, is quite underrated as well at Scotland, but I liked him at Liverpool, and he's done a good job at Bournemouth. That's another underrated player. Mecha of Germany, I think, is very good as well. The Dortmund central midfielder at Germany, I think he's an underrated player as well. I think he's quality on the ball. His ability to drive the ball forward and his passing ability is brilliant. But because there's other star players in that Germany team, I think it would be like that. Would you like to watch your team score a last-minute winner against your rivals, or your team demolish your rivals 5-0? I love the feeling of a last-minute winner. In terms of club football, Liverpool had that in the Merseyside derby last season at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. Van Dijk scored literally with the last touch of the game with a header, and that was beautiful. On the other end of the scale, we beat Manchester United a couple of years ago at Old Trafford 5-0, and then we beat them at Anfield 7-1 the season before. So I've experienced both of those, so they're both pretty enjoyable. But as much as I love the love absolutely smashing rivals by multiple goals and the fun and the laughter of it and the enjoyment, I'd probably take the last minute winner because you get a proper rush and it proper winds up even more. I find it winds people up even more. Your team scored in the last minute to nick the win than if you absolutely pummel them. I think if you smash them 5 or 6-0 halfway through, they just get fed up, the fans do, and walk off anyway. So I'd say the last minute winner. Keep them reeled in and watching for as long as possible, and then hit them with the sucker punch. Good questions. Very good questions. Just in a water break. He says, "Let's play rapid fire choices." Okay, let's give it a go. About to get back underway, by the way, after the water break. Canada versus USA. I prefer Canada. USA better team, but I prefer Canada. Sweden on the attack, Nygren. No. Sweden do get it back though. Karlstrom. Mexico versus Morocco. Mexico, although I had Morocco in the Africa Cup of Nations sweepstake that we did here at Let's Talk Sport. I'll tell you what, the Swedish fans, don't look too upset despite the fact that they're two goals down, sorry, as they have a corner on the right hand side. Clicked on, got handball claims, the referee's given a goal kick, despite Lindelof's shot looking like it may have hit an arm in there, in the box. Nah, I don't think it hit Van Hecker's arm, actually. I think it hit the player in the head. Senegal versus Sweden. Sweden. I like Jokeres and France versus Spain. Spain, I've always had a soft spot for the Spanish national team. Germany versus Netherlands. Probably say Germany, which is probably a bit ironic from an Englishman. Portugal versus Netherlands. Netherlands. This is who I like better, by the way, not necessarily who I think's better. Norway or Cameroon. I'd say Norway. Haaland. South Africa versus Algeria. Ooh. Cross into the box. Hang on a second. Oh, he should have scored. Cross in from the left there by Jokeres in towards Ayari, and he's gone to chest it down and to bring it down before shooting, and he's absolutely messed it up there. Just cannoned off him, off his chest and straight behind for a goal kick. But no, South Africa versus Algeria. I go Algeria. Seen a little bit more of them. That's why. South Korea versus Japan. Japan. Just like the Japanese team, and they got Wataru Endo and they had Takumi Minamino. Bambi 8661 says, "Hi legend, hello back to you, fellow legend." That is Bambi. Sweden in possession, by the way, in their own box. Hyen to Ayari, back to Hyen again. Back to the goalkeeper Nordveld. So they're just trying to pass the ball about. I think they're just trying to stem the Dutch rhythm now after the Netherlands getting those 2 goals through Brian Brobby. Good pass in, Pele. I thought he was going to switch it to the right hand side, but instead he switched it to Nygren. Here's low cross. Oh, easily defended there by Mickey van de Ven. Denmark versus Sweden. Oh, go Sweden. Let's go Sweden because of Isaac. Shot by Nygren well wide of the target. Been on the train, says Bambi, so missed most of it so far. Netherlands playing well then. Yeah, the Netherlands have been on top. Sweden have just had a couple of opportunities now, but they never took the goalkeeper. But before then, yeah, Netherlands have been on top. Probably scored on 5 minutes, following a gap pro cross from the left into the 6-yard box, which he tapped home into the back of the net, like footed, and then he scored again on 17 minutes across from the right from Dumfries. Same sort of area, but instead same corner of the net. Denmark and Sweden, tough, both are likeable, says Bambi. Yeah, I agree. Both are likeable. I have no problem with either national team, but I'll just say Sweden because Isaac, and he's currently a Liverpool player. Although with Denmark, I had a soft spot with Eriksson for years and Daniel Agger. Today with a couple of players. I've met Daniel Agger, actually, very nice guy. Netherlands have got a throw on the left-hand side, by the way, just waiting to take it. Prime France 2006 versus Prime Spain 2010. That's another very good question. Prime France had the likes of Henry and Zidane, who I loved watching growing up. But then Spain had Xavi, Iniesta, Villa, Torres, Casillas, Puyol, who I loved as well. So I'm going to go Spain. There's Lindelof bringing the ball forward. He's now stopped and plays across to Hyen as he approaches towards the halfway line. Space on the right hand side there for Bernhardsen. Inside to Alexander Isak, past 1, past 2. He's played it inside to Victor Jokeres. Great touch. Oh, that was poor. He's got the touch to get out of his feet, and then the shot was so tame it just like trickled off Van Hecker and into the gloves of Verbruggen. But yeah, Sweden's starting to grow into this game now. But that was absolutely poor by Jokeres. He did all the hard work, and he just needs to smash it, and he's just absolutely tame as you like there, and rolls through to Verbruggen. I actually thought it got a little nick on the way through, but it didn't. Just looking at a replay from a different angle. Ishan says Sweden switched Harambol now. Yeah. De Jong. Reinders. De Jong again. Netherlands just enjoying a little spot of possession. Big Verge. Reinders. Big Verge again. De Jong. Dutch just passing the ball about. They've got it on the halfway line. Top 4 in the cup so far. Quite difficult to pick that because there's not everyone's played their 2 games. Oh, ball over the top, hang on. Towards Marlon. No, you can't get on the end of it, and it's got to be iron for Sweden goal kick. It's quite hard because not everyone's played all their games, should I say. But I will say, 1 second, let me just get the list of the teams because you lose track of who's played and who hasn't because there is 48 teams. Of who's in it, should I say, because it's 48 teams. Top 4 teams so far, let's have a look. I was impressed with Germany, so I'll go with them. I know people might say they're only playing QSL, but I thought they played very well. I was impressed with France, so that is 2. I liked Mexico, although they've not been amazing. But in the second game, but I'd say so Germany, France. Let's say Mexico for a bit of fun, and Argentina. Germany, France, Mexico, and Argentina are probably the ones that have done best so far, or the ones that I've liked. Aishan says Morocco, Spain, France, brackets that attack, Brazil if Carly raises that eyebrow. Yeah. Brazil weren't. Great shot there and great save by Verbruggen. And Sweden get the ball into the box again, headed away by De Jong to the right hand side to Lagerbielke. Sweden forced to go backwards towards the halfway line. Brazil looked good against Haiti last night, but they were not great against Morocco. Morocco weren't great last night against Scotland. They probably should have conceded 2 penalties, but were brilliant against Brazil. And that Saibari goal was fantastic last night against Scotland. I think he scored against Brazil actually as well, sorry. So yeah, the goal against Brazil as well was absolutely fantastic. Spain, I like Spain, but they were awful against Cape Verde. France were unbelievable against Senegal, and Mbappe's just different level. I've seen him play live once back for PSG in 2019. Well, 2018 it was actually, 2018-19 season. It was the Champions League group stage at Anfield, and he was just, the pace of him as a youngster was just frightening, absolutely frightening, and the way he finished his goal that night was unreal as well. The Netherlands on the left, Gakpo tries to cut inside, loses the ball, but then the Netherlands get it back with De Jong in the midfield, Gravenberch, Tijani Reinders, Danielle Marlin. Dumfries looks for the overlap, Marlin whips it in instead, it's headed up, out and away. As far as Gravenberch on the edge of the box, he's surrounded by 3 blue shirts, so he has to spin and switch it to De Jong, Van der Ven, to Cody Gakpo. Cody cut inside Gakpo, which is literally what he's done. He's cut inside, he's hit the shot, and it's claimed by Nordveld. Aishan says, but man, Turkey were the greatest disappointment in this cup. They were, and they disappointed me back in Euro 2020 when I had them in the sweepstakes and they got no points, and I don't think they even scored a goal, and we didn't have a worst place team prize back then in the Let's Talk Sports sweepstake. It was off the back of that we now have the worst place team prize. So, all because of Turkey, so you can thank Turkey for that. Whoever wins it for the World Cup this time, you can thank 2020 Turkey or 2021 Turkey. But no, they've been shocking again this competition as well. The Dutch just playing the ball across nicely in the midfield. De Jong's got it back again from Van Hekke. And he's a couple of step overs as he's got forward, but then he's found the Karlstrom and Nygren in his way. They switch it to Gakpo on the left. He's got past one, chips it into the box. Dumfries rises for a header, misses the ball completely. It falls to Alexander Isak. I shouted, I mean, they had Yildiz, Gula, and Kalla. Yeah. Marlin's cross shot across the box, and it's gone wide of the post. I think he was caught in two minds there, Daniel Marlin, whether to cross or shoot, and he's not really done either. Should be trying to find the corner. Aishan says they have more squad value than Morocco and Croatia. Probably not wrong. By Kalla, I presume you mean Çalhanoğlu. By Kalla in your previous comment. They have more squad value than Morocco and Croatia. Probably not wrong, because it's Bouadi and Saibari who are probably the best Moroccan players. Oh, and Hakimi. But the less said about him, the better, with the news that came out yesterday about something that he's been accused of in his private life. Croatia, their squad's starting to age. Luka Modric could still do it at the age of 40, but there's no value in a 40-year-old footballer, money-wise. Basta Bani, I think his name was, that scored the other day. He plays for Como. He scored when I went to the San Siro. Chance shot over the bar by Ayari, who's been played the ball in a number 10 pocket. He's gone past a couple of Dutch shirts, cut inside from the left, hit a right-footed shot in it, and it was sailing over the bar. Yeah, should be doing better there. When you're getting that opportunity, he should at least be testing for Bruggen. He doesn't even have to make a save. I would have liked to have seen him try and curl the shot instead of lacing it. Aisha says Netherlands tactics: build, pass to Marlin or Gakpo, cross, hope for the best. Pretty much. It's worked twice, hasn't it? The from either side, they build it to the winger or fullback, and in the case of Dumfries for the second goal, cross into the box. Probably's got on the end of it. I noticed when I was fighting the squads that the Netherlands have got one less player on their bench than Sweden, and I was trying to figure out who is missing from their squad, so I'll have a look at that in a minute. The best way to figure that out actually is to go onto the FIFA website and add their actual proper full squad. So I'll just do that. I'll be one moment, guys, just whilst the Dutch are passing the ball across the midfield. If the FIFA website loads properly. Oh, cross into the box by Dumfries, deflected, bouncing up, and Nordveld had to dive low to his right to get onto that bouncing loose ball. Let's see who's missing from the Netherlands squad now. Will there be a yellow card for Gravenberg there for a foul or not? On good, because for me it looked like it was a yellow card. He's pulled him back a couple of times and he's just barged into him. It's the back of him. Doesn't look like he's been booked by Michael Oliver. I think he's got away with one there, Ryan Gravenberg. Just to concede the free kick and get no card. Ryan Gravenberg doing Ryan Gravenberg things. Sweden do have a free kick to the left of the area in a crossing position. So will be whipped in by Nygren. He's fizzed it in and it's a goal for Sweden. And it's headed home. And they do have one back. And it's a brilliant header there by Lagerbielke. And they have a goal. Oh no. Is it going to stand or is it not? He's put the ball in the net. Michael Oliver's claimed a foul. Isaac's having a word with Michael Oliver. So have they scored or have they not? Let's have a look. Lagerbielke crosses it in. He's headed home. Once he's headed the ball in the net, he's clattered into Verbruggen. That's not a foul. Unless they're trying to claim that there's offside when the free kick's played in. So we'll have a look. They're checking it. Is it going to stand? Nope, no goal. It says offside. So someone must have strayed slightly offside in the build up to that goal. So I'd like to see that one back. So Sweden's goal does not stand due to offside. Who do I think is the hype team of the tournament? Potter playing handball at its finest. I have a hype team in the tournament. I'm not sure. Could Gakpo's gotten behind? His cross has gone over everyone. As we approach 4 minutes of added time at the end of the half. I have the timer done that. Just so you know, it's plus 4 minutes of added time. Played a minute and nearly 2 of that, so we can do have another free kick. Who do I think is the most overhyped team this tournament? That is a very good question. Most overhyped team this tournament. Brazil are very hyped. Well, that's understandable. Say the USA probably overhyped because they're the host nation, to be honest. Which probably won't go down that well, like me saying that, but Jokerit is standing over a free kick for Sweden. On the edge of the area, great position. Him and Nigren. It's a chance. Victor Jokerit, oh what a save that is by Verbruggen. Low down to his left and tips it out, and instead of tipping it out around the post for a corner, he's pushed it all the way out for throwing on the right hand side. But great free kick by Jokerit. He's whipped it around that wall. Great angle in Verbruggen's low down and makes the save. I think I figured out who it is that's missing off the Netherlands bench. It's Timber. Quinton Timber, no, not Jorian Timber. He's who's missing due to, I presume, injury. Sweden have a free kick on the halfway line. Not in a shooting position, obviously. Ishan says he thinks Turkey are the most overrated team in the competition. Been pretty dire, to be fair. It's been shocking. Go on, Sweden get a goal before half time just to make it more interesting. Oh, good play. Ayari tries to slick it through to Jokerit. It's blocked by Dumfries. It has the return pass has found Jokerit. Ayari drills it. Oh, great save by Verbruggen. Who's Ayari shot from the edge of the area, but low it was drilling towards that bottom corner, and Verbruggen's dived to his right hand side this time to tip it round post. Koeman's pointing at his watch saying that it should be the half time whistle. The fourth official, Tom, is having a word with him and say, look, we're going to take this corner. We're going to take this corner. There's still more time for this. So Sweden have a corner. Left hand side, this will be probably the last action of the half. Corner's played into the box. Punched away by Verbruggen. And that is half time. It is Netherlands 2, Sweden 0 at the break. And the Dutch are in cruise control as they lead by 2-0 after 2 goals in the opening 17 minutes from Brian Brobby, who is a familiar face to Premier League watchers and definitely Sunderland fans. So yeah. As it is 2-0 at the break. Thanks to the Brobby double. Aishan said, I personally think Brobby can get a hat-trick. I think it's a good opportunity. I think the Netherlands need to get back into that crossing groove and getting those low crosses into the box and allowing him to drift into that 60-yard box like they did for the 2 goals that he scored. I think if they go back to doing that again, then yeah, that'll be what happened. Definitely, most definitely. Let's see if I can find some stats for you on this game. So overall, Netherlands 59% possession, Sweden 41. 5 shots from Netherlands to Sweden's 9. 4 apiece on target. 4 saves from Verbruggen to Nordvald's 2. 5 fouls by Netherlands, 4 by Sweden. 1 corner for the Netherlands, were 2 for Sweden. In terms of passing, quite close actually, a lot closer than a lot of the games have been. 249 passes by the Netherlands, 174 by Sweden. 89.6% passing accuracy for the Dutch, 83.9% passing accuracy for Sweden. Backward passes 35 to 25, forward passes 72 to 64. Crosses into the box, the Dutch have made 11, Sweden have made 6. So, yeah, the stats would make it suggest that it's a lot closer of a game than you think, which is interesting. Let's see what it says on here, why the goal did not stand. Yeah, Lagerbilk was offside in the build-up. I've had confirmation now that that's why the Swedish goal did not stand. Aishan says, what happened to Clivett's kid? He was a wonder kid 2 years ago. Still at Bournemouth in the Premier League, isn't he? And he's doing fairly decent still there, but he's on the bench today for the Netherlands. Yeah, just can't seem to get into starting lineup. As I suppose I'm not surprised with one aspect, with all due respect to the lad, when he's got to try and take Gravenberch, de Jong, or Reinders out of that midfield, or try and claim a forward spot from Marlon, who's on great form for, or was great form for Roma, should I say, going into the competition. I found that move, him leaving Villa to go to Roma, strange in January, especially with Villa on that Europa League run. I think Marlon will get a medal for that though, the Europa League win, because he'd played enough games before leaving for Roma. Brian Brobby, I was a bit surprised to see him stop, but I say that, and he's gonna score twice. So what do I know? I thought we might have seen Crescencio for Somerville like we did against Japan. And who else we've got? Cody Gakpo, who always performs for his country. Didn't have a great season for club last year, but did the season before. So we all know what Gakpo can do when he's actually interested in playing football on his game. But yeah, I still think just a Clivett's a good player, but he is getting on in age as well, actually. I'm sure he's older than you think. Let me just double check. I'm sure he's getting towards his 30s, you know. He's 27, Justin Clivett, because I seem to think I thought until not that long ago that he was only early 20s, but no, he's 27, Justin Clivett. It says 5th of May 1999. Born in Zaandam in Netherlands. Patrick Clivett and Angela Van Hulten are his parents. I'd say I'm sure he's one of 4 boys. It says Ruben Clivett, Quincy Clivett, and Shane Clivett. I think 2 of the other 3 play football, and I think one of them was a footballer and quit to go into, I can't remember if it was art or music, something like that. So Ruben Clivett is 25. Plays as centre back and left back for League in Club Lyon, it says here. Quincy Clivett is the son of Patrick Clivett. Grandson of Kenneth Clivett is a retired footballer as well. He's an advisor apparently, so he's got something to do with and a DJ. So he's DJ and advisor. Quincy Clivett is in 29, and Shane Clivett is playing for Barcelona Academy. So there we go. So you've got high hopes for him. Bless him. He's only 19 now. Verbruggen carrying the last 10 minutes before half time. Great performance from the keeper, yes. I agree, Aishan, he's played very, very well. Because without him performing the way that he has done, I think it could have quite easily have been 2-1, 2-2. So yeah, he's pulled off some good saves as well. As I've got and then they're not at the World Cup, but I am wearing the Federico Chiesa t-shirt. Italy aren't here, but yeah, big fan of Federico Chiesa. I'm just going to take a quick break, guys, for a drink. I will be back momentarily, so do not go anywhere, please. I will be back momentarily. Hello everyone, thank you for staying with us, or those of you who have stayed with us after that quick break there. I also just went and got a drink because I was just a little bit thirsty. It's still not started, second half hasn't, so yeah, we're just waiting for the second half to get back underway, but we are waiting patiently for the game in Houston. Instead of talking in the studio, Mark Chapman, Thomas Frank, Alan White, and Big Mika Richards. Let us know your thoughts on that first half in the comments section below. The teams are coming back out onto the pitch now. It looks like there might be a change for the Dutch. Vicensio Somerville coming on. Sweden will kick off the second half. I'm just trying to see who Somerville's come on for. Just waiting for the board to come up. It will be Daniel Marlin. So I'll update that in one moment. I'll get the timer going and then I'll update the screen for you so you know it's Daniel Marlin has been replaced by Vicensio Somerville. Sweden's going to get the game second half back underway with Isak on the centre circle, and they'll be attacking left to right, and here we go. Back underway into second half in Houston. It's the Netherlands 2, Sweden 0. Brian Brobby with a double. So here we are, and Daniel Marlin has been replaced by Vicensio Somerville. They're just showing a replay on the TV of the offside goal that Sweden had. Aishan says the broadcast be doing hydration breaks for their adverts yet, and let's go brace Robbie. Yeah, he has got a brace, has Brian Brobby. De Jong, Gravenberch, Somerville, Duncy past 1, Duncy past 2, great space. Dumfries, and it's ball in, and it's Cody Gakpo at the far post. And it is 3-0 to the Netherlands. Cody Gakpo on the score sheet. And that, I think, is game, set, and match. Probably is celebrating in the centre as well, but I'm sure it is Cody Gakpo that got the last touch on the ball at the far post. I'll see a replay just before confirming, but I'm sure it is Cody Gakpo. Somerville, Dumfries, ball across the box. Yeah, it is Gakpo gets the touch. Is he onside is the question. Or has he gone already? We will find out. I think it's Bernhardson that's playing him on, personally. It looks like he is onside. It looks like the goal will stand. And it looks like Cody Gakpo has got himself. The goal has been given. The goal does stand. It is 3-0 to the Netherlands. And Cody Gakpo is on the score sheet. Much to the delight of his manager, Ronald Koeman. That took about an immediate impact, to be honest, because essentially Somerville played a big part in that Netherlands goal in the build-up play, driving the play forward and creating that space for Denzel Dumfries to get in on the right-hand side. He's whipped it across the box. Robbie was there. He couldn't make contact on it as he was battling with the Swedish defender, but Cody Gakpo goes in behind. I think it was Lagerberg that he's got in behind there, and he's managed to tap it in at the far post. And yeah, it's 3-0 to the Dutch, and they're looking for more. Great play by Robbie to Gakpo, cuts inside, shoots. Easy take by Nordveld. He's gone down. He wants a free kick, just Cody Gakpo. The referee Michael Oliver says no, and Sweden can play and continue to play with the ball now and bring it forward. Aishan says, Gakpo goal, let's go. And it is Cody Gakpo. Aishan says, what's the prediction for the World Cup final? Before the competition, I was predicting a Spain-Argentina final. I'm still confident that Argentina will make the final. Whether it be Spain or France or someone like that, I'm not sure. I'd like a Spain-Argentina final aspect, but I just can't see it happening. Well, whipped in on the right-hand side there by Lagerbielke, and his cross over hit. Goodmanson tries to keep it in play on the left-hand side, which he did do for a spell, but Somerville tackled him. Quick frame by Sweden, they've got possession and passing it about the midfield. "50 minutes gone. It is Netherlands 3, Sweden 0. Aishan says Koeman has a great counter-attack tactic. He does. Bernhardson's cross into the box. Headed up on the way. Liga Belka. Ball in. Van Dijk's there to defend, and he gets it away at the second attempt. It will be a throw-in on the right-hand side to Sweden, though. yeah, I didn't expect the game to be this well, Netherlands to be this dominant in the game. Goodmanson, long throw into the box, flicked up in the air, knocked out the air. Yasin Ayari hits the shot, it deflects out and away, and then a ball forward there by Karlstrom, and that's just wild. And he's not going to find anyone in a blue shirt, and he's gone straight out play, and then the Dutch can try and counter. Yasin Ayari will be a familiar name to Premier League fans as well, because he is at Brighton, having played previously for Coventry and Blackburn Rovers. Oh, a yellow card. No, he's been booked there. Goodmanson for foul on Crescencio Somerville. So Goodmanson has gone in the book. A little tug back on Somerville as he was trying to race away over the halfway line on the right hand side. I think the final will be Brazil and Portugal, or Spain versus Netherlands. Very unexpected, but you got to expect the unexpected yet. We had Spain Netherlands back in 2010, so that'd be a repeat, wouldn't it? It'd be a revenge mission for Netherlands. Isaac's in possession now on the right hand side. Oh, he's lost the ball. And De Jong is grabbing Birch. Netherlands can attack. Great play, Somerville. Cody Gakpo. Cuts inside. Oh, it's 4-0. And Cody Gakpo has his second of the game. Brilliant from Cody Gakpo. Counter-attacking football at its best from the Dutch. Gakpo has a double. Brobby has a double. It's the Netherlands 4, Sweden 0. And this game is over. Victor Lindelof just looks shell-shocked. Leant over, taking deep breaths. I just can't believe this. Now the race is on. Who's going to get the hat-trick first? Is it going to be Brobby or is it going to be Gakpo? Or will Koeman be a spoil sport and take either of them off and say, no hat-tricks today, lads? Bambi 8661 says, where has this Gakpo been for Liverpool? I'll tell you where he's been. He's been disinterested because he could play regardless under Arne Slot of how he performed. That is the truth. Double substitution for Sweden. Nygren, treble substitution, sorry. So Bergveld, Alanga and Zenali have come on. Karlstrom, Nygren, and I didn't quite see the third player. I'll come off. Let's have a look on here. But yeah, for 10 minutes into the half and it's 4-0 already. So Coulson's come off and Zenali has come on. Let me just update this for you guys. Dutch attacking forward, Gravenberch from distance, and it's high, wide, and over the top of the crossbar. So you get Karlstrom. So I keep saying Karlstrom. Keep going back in the years. Kim Karlstrom keep it going. Karlstrom off, Zanelli on. Let me just confirm the other ones. Bernhardsen off, Elanga on. '22 is Zanelli as well. Bernhardsen off. Elanga on. After chance, it's a goal immediately, and the substitute, Anthony Elanga, has scored. As I was adding him to the team sheet, Anthony Elanga has raced through and has pulled a goal back for Sweden. Anthony Elanga has scored for Sweden, and could we have a game on our hands now? As it's the Netherlands 4, Sweden 1, and they've won it back in their own half, and it's played forward by Zanelli, and let's see this. Elanga's been able to race through, and he's got through, and he's managed to calmly slot it past Verbruggen, left-footed into the net, despite the diving challenger Mickey van der Ven, and all of a sudden, the Dutch aren't looking so calm anymore. The Dutch make a double change. De Jong and Reinders off, Koopmeiners and Till on. So yeah, we are at 4-1. And while I prayed and wished before this game for a interesting match, and I've got exactly what I asked for, because it is 4-1, and I can't have any complaints, to be honest. Let me update the Dutch lineup for you now, as Sweden have a corner on the right hand side. I'll let this corner be taken by Ayari first, and then I'll update the lineup for you with Koopmeiners and Till coming on for Reinders and De Jong. Ball whipped in, head up and away by Van Dijk, knocked back on by Zanelli, but it will be a goal kick. And Gakpo was onside. They're just showing a replay for his first goal, so he was onside for the first goal. Don't know why it's taken so long to show the replay of that one. It happened like 10-15 minutes ago. So Coot Miners is on for De Jong, and Till is on. It's Till, not to Gil. So you guys, the Dutch have a corner now on the left-hand side. Coot Miners takes it, whips it in, and headed out to the edge of the area. Gravenberch on the ball. We'll now adjust the squad numbers as well. So you've got number 20 and number 16. Oh, come on. Number 20 and number 16. Oh, that's actually quite handy. Numbers to change as well for you. So there you go. That should be fully updated for you guys now. Great view of that Gakpo second goal on the ref cam as well, for good measure, as it's the Netherlands 4, Sweden 1, and we should be fully up to date on the screen for you now, guys. So it takes a little while. Aishan says, Bambi says, not good for goal difference if Sweden need it. Aisha says, Gakpo and Mbappe for clown, but for club, but country they are absolute fire basically. Who's better for his country, Mahrez or Salah? I'd say, well, I'm biased, so I'm going to say Salah. Aishan said Elanga goal, Sweden got it with the fire emojis. Yeah. Still time for you to vote in the poll below on who you think is going to win this match. Even though it's pretty much probably redundant, unless Sweden have a massive, amazing comeback now in the second half. 83% of you say Netherlands, 17% say draw. I'll keep the poll open until 75 minutes, so you got another 10 minutes to vote on that, guys. But yeah, don't forget to comment below on this video and subscribe to Let's Talk Sport for more content, and hit that like button as well. There's Isaac, Elanga, Isaac on the right hand side. All whipped in. Aishan says, still football you can't, so I presume they mean rule it out, which, yeah, which is true, I should know better. Seen it all down the years with football. Ball over the top. It's Brian Brobby on the ball for the Netherlands. Oh, flag's gone up. He was offside. I'm just going to see if I can find. There is a live bracket online which shows. Here we are. Found it. Shows the live tournament tree for the World Cup. So what would happen if, as things stand, who would place who in the next round due to where people would be, or should I say teams would be in the tables. I'm just getting that up now on the screen for myself. Ball down the channel for Lango on the right. Oh, beautiful back heel through the legs of Van der Ven. He whips it in, but Van Heck is there. And it's a throw in on the right hand side for Sweden. So as things stand, the current bracket for the last 32, we'll see Germany, Scotland, Norway, Japan, South Korea, Switzerland, Netherlands versus Morocco, Democratic Republic of Congo versus Ghana, Uruguay versus Austria, USA versus Bosnia and Herzegovina, New Zealand versus Czech Republic, Brazil versus Sweden, Ivory Coast versus France, Mexico versus Spain, England versus Portugal, Argentina versus Saudi Arabia, Australia versus Iran, Canada versus Belgium, as the ball's trickled in across the box for Sweden from the left, but it goes out of play for a goal kick on the right hand side. So Canada versus Belgium, Colombia versus Paraguay, as we go into another hydration break. So yeah, that's how things look at the moment with the scores, that the way they have been in the matches. So is Colombia defence better or the Dutch defence better? That's like comparing apples and oranges, really. No, both good on their own right, but probably the Dutch defence probably better. Aishan says, I'm just hoping for Iran versus USA and Iran win. Ooh, that's a controversial one. I'm not getting involved in that one. Nope, not getting involved. If they have a hydration break. Germany Ivory Coast this evening is going to be a fascinating game at 9 o'clock as well. Looking forward to that. Big fan of Florian Wirtz, I am, so I'm really looking forward to seeing him play for Sweden, for Germany. Really looking forward to seeing him play for Germany. I like how the fans can mix at the World Cup as well, and there rarely be any issues. Like the Swedish fans and the Dutch fans sat together and stuff and having a bit of a laugh and a giggle with one another. Even if Sweden are losing 4-1, the fans are still in good spirits. Hydration breaks. Don't half do my head in there. Aishan says, bro, hit stop before things get worse. Yeah. I was like, I'm not going there. Memphis Depay getting ready on the bench where looks of things. Number 10. Who could he be coming on for? Memphis Depay. I'd imagine he'd come on for Robbie if he comes on. The Dutch fans on the TV and the Swedish fans. Dutch fans are loving it. Swedish fans, to be fair, are still loving it. Having a bit of a party even at the behind. It might just a pie about to come on. It is. Oh, that's right. It was Brian Brobby that he's come on for. Deep bye. I said Brobby wouldn't get his hat-trick because I just got a feeling that he was going to get hooked at some point. And he has been hooked for Memphis Depay. So that substitution confirmed now. Memphis Depay has come on for Brian Brobby. But I'll leave the footballs on there just so you know that it is Brian Brobby that scored the 2 goals, or the first 2 goals of the game, before Cody Gakpo got his brace this second half. Sweden attacking forward. They want a free kick. They have got a free kick. No, Brobby, don't go. I had high hopes on you. Foul by Gakpo though on Yashin Ayari. Very too far out really, 35-40 yards from goal. He can't shoot from there. Ayari, so probably have to try and play it into the box. Dutch playing high line though. He has whipped it into the box. Easy header there by Dumfries. Surprised I haven't taken Goodman's off Sweden, seeing as he's the one on the booking. It'd be him that takes this long throw into the box over the head of Isak. Bergfeller Spurs, cross it to Goodmanson again. He's played it into the channel to Isak, who's held it up well against Van Hecke. He's gone backwards. Sweden's ball whipped into the box. Nope. Headed out in the way. And a foul in there on Mickey van der Ven. And a free kick to the Netherlands inside their own area. Nice one says Koeman betrayed them. Koeman betrayed them. Barcelona fan. Okay, yeah. Barcelona's my favourite Spanish club as well. I'm a Liverpool fan myself, but I like Barcelona. I had a soft spot for them. I was at Anfield, funny enough. You probably won't like me saying this, but in 2019 when Liverpool beat Barcelona by 4-0 to make it to the Champions League final. Absolute special night, magic night. It was great to see Messi play live in person. Absolutely love Lionel Messi. Big verge there across, stopping Ayari on the counter attack. He's played it to Gravenberg, who's raced forward, and then Ayari's just rugby tackled him, and now he ends up in the book. Silly yellow card for Yashin Ayari. Yeah, they see it as just taking one for the team, which I understand, but at the same time, it's just like pointless. Pointless one there on the halfway line, anyway. I say it's pointless on the halfway line because there's still plenty of blue shirts back, so I just don't really get why he committed the foul there. I just don't understand it. There's Van der Ven trotting forward. Keep Mines of Inter Milan. Depay, beautiful ball to the right hand side to Crescencio of Somerville or West Ham. Will he be a West Ham player come the end of the summer? That is the question. Van Hecke forward. Van der Ven. Will he be a Spurs player come the end of the window? That's another question. Gakpo, Van der Ven. That was poor. That was shocking from Van der Ven. Absolutely sliced it and spanned it behind. Absolutely shocking by Mickey van der Ven. Aishan says, what happened to Ayari? Did he get possessed by Cruyff the last match or something? Yeah, he was brilliant last game against Tunisia. This game, he's absolutely abysmal. Gakpo. Cook Miners. Chipped into the channel. Towards Till. He's battling with Hyen, and Hyen wins that challenge. 76 minutes gone. 4-1. Ending the poll because Netherlands looked like they'll probably end up winning this match. But I will do a new poll. Who do you think is player of the match? So I'm going to put some suggestions on there. cross into the box. Oh, dangerous from Isaac Van Hecker. Gets it across, it's bouncing about. Oh, the Netherlands get it clear. Oh no, it's going away. No, it's free kick. Foul on Depay, his shirt's pulled. So yeah, I'm going to put some options in the comments. And see who you think. There we go. So my options for player of the match. The Dutch go forward again, but the ball ends up behind. Brian Brobby, Cody Gakpo, Bernhardsson of Sweden, or other, so you just can't below who you think. Aisha says Sweden will get hurt if Japan play like play well against Tunisia. Yeah, I can see Japan beating Tunisia with ease. So yeah, not a great one for Sweden. 2 of you voted so far. You've got Other and one of you's voted for Bernhardsson. Aisha says Gakpo or for Bruggen. Yeah, that's done well, to be fair, for Bruggen. I just wanted to put an option on there for a Swedish player as well. Isaac Elanga. Ayari, Isaac, twisting, turning. Can't poke it through for Elanga. Van der Ven's there. He just moves it clear up towards the halfway line. Bambi says how many third place teams qualify? 8. The 8th best third place teams qualify. Oh, Somerville nearly played a great ball through to Depay on the halfway line to let him run on to, but good defending there has stopped it, and Elanga can race away down the right hand side. No, he can't because Van der Ven's there. Gakpo gets the ball. He's battered from behind by Bergvall. It is a free kick. I think that was just going to be it, and then I think he may have just been booked now, Bergvall. Just waiting for confirmation on the screen. Studs on the shin of Cody Gakpo there. But it wasn't. Has been booked? Yeah, it's been booked, Bergvall. But I don't know whether that was for the foul or whether that was for the reaction. But Bergvall has gone in the book now. Only because all 3 of the players are in a line on the team sheet that have been booked for Sweden. So Bergvall, Ayari and Goodman's all forward. Yeah, the flag's up there against Cody Gakpo. I did wonder if he'd strayed offside. Bo, do you think Mexico will go further than the round of 16? Probably not. And Bambi, have you got any other games planned? I'm looking at the schedules, mate. Might do a couple of games next week and just seeing with work commitments and when I'm off and stuff. Because I've got a few holidays booked in using the last of my holidays before they reset at the end of the month. But yeah, and just seeing which games the kick-off times, and also seeing which games Jamie might be covering as well. I don't want to obviously double book a game on the big guy, but yeah. Elanga down the right hand side, he's fizz the high cross, that's poor. That is absolutely poor. I've also didn't realise during that, it must have been during the break, that there's been another substitution. Ayari's come off and Ali has come on for Sweden. So let me just get that corrected for you. Good save there by Verbruggen. Shot from distance, saved. There we go. Van Dijk's down with an injury at the moment, but I think he'll be fine. I couldn't get that yellow card across the screen a minute ago. For I don't know why it wasn't coming off. Whatever I did, it just wouldn't come off. Pamby says you'd steal all the views for sure from Jamie. I don't know, mate. Maybe. The Bruggen's complaining about the fact that he wasn't able to. He was trying to kick the ball away, and the referee Oliver is given a free kick or foul by Jokeres, I think, or not getting his yards. I don't know. Jokeres just protested his innocence, but it's a free kick. No card given to Jokeres. Well, he should have been booked if he's not got his yards. Pass. Bambi should have just clocked that Lindelof is captain. No wonder they're losing. Well, ex-Man United. I think he's still Aston Villa actually, get to Lindelof. Last time I heard he was at, one of the last times I heard he was at Villa. Is he still at Villa? Yes, as well, yeah. Number 3 for Villa. I don't think he plays much though. Being honest, I don't think he plays much for Villa. I think he's just part of the squad. Because I remember I couldn't get the image out of my head then when I talked about him then of him with the Europa League trophy. which is absolute madness. So I think he won at United as well. Ball into the box there. Jokovic battling for it, for Broggan. Easy take for him there. 3 minutes to go. Plus whatever the add-on. Still 4-1 to the Netherlands. Aishan says Lindelof is done better than Isak, who says he wants to win everything, and Victor Gross, who he puts the Jokic. I get the joke though. Good play. Ooh, Ali tries to get the cross into the box, but he's behind for a goal kick. Taha Ali. Is Koeman prepared with another sub? Nice little passing play there. Depay. Cynthia Somerville. Shooting chance. And it's a goal. It's 5-1. And it's Crescencio Somerville who has drilled the ball into the bottom corner of the net. And it's an absolute humbling for Sweden. But it's a 5-star Dutch performance. And that'll delight the Dutch fans inside the stadium. And it's Crescencio Somerville who gets his second goal of the World Cup tournament. So yeah, I think he's trying to put himself in the shop window for a move away from West Ham with these performances. And it's the Netherlands 5, Sweden 1, Crescencio Somerville with the goal. And I think we're safe to say that it is game over. And Crescencio Somerville with a brilliant finish as he's battling, funny enough, with Victor Lindelof as he's coasting in off the left-hand side. Lindelof can't keep up with him. He's trying to knock him off the ball, but he's too strong, too quick, and Somerville rolls the ball into the bottom corner of the net from the edge of the area. A kiss to the camera, a heart for the camera. It's the Netherlands 5, Sweden 1. It has just not been Sweden's day as the board goes up for stoppage time. I will find out for you now how much additional time will be played at this game. As Gakpo's been replaced now by Noah Lang, who plays for Galatasaray and famously had that nasty injury to his thumb when he hit the advertising hoardings at Anfield. 5 minutes being played of added time as well. Gakpo has been replaced by Lang. Noah Lang. Number 17. Just double checking. Played the first of 5 added minutes. Swedish shot from the left hand side of the area by Gudmundsson, and that doesn't trouble for Bruggan. (5-1). Gakpo double, well, Brobby double, Gakpo double, and Somerville with the goal. So yeah. Elanga for Sweden when the goal. Gakpo has an ice pack on his right wrist. Nice pack, looks like he's leaking actually on him, but he's probably helping him out a little bit to cool down. 5-1. David or Isaac. Isaac is the better striker, but he was never worth £125 million. It's just how he has a reputation for creating a bad atmosphere, and his captain, says Bambi, referring to Lindelof. And then Aishan says, goodbye Sweden and groceries. He's a big Yorkers. Makes me laugh. I want to give credit to the Swedish fans because they've still not stopped singing and shouting all game and having a laugh even at the 5-1 down. Sweden make another change. Goodmanson has come off for Stroud. Where are we? Goodmanson. There we are. Goodmanson's yellow card. Sawfield's gone down, holding his face here. Not 100% certain what happened. Oh, he got a knee to the head when he was on the floor. Accidental, mind, but yeah, still not nice. Knee to the head from Zanelli. Ouch, says Bambi. Yeah, ouch indeed. As Goodmanson walks off. Last minute of the game. Sweden looking for another consolation. No, lose the ball. Forced backwards once more. Ball on the right hand side. Jokeres, Bergvall. Last 30 seconds of the 5 added on. Jokeres. Ball whipped into the box by Lagerbielk. Van Dijk's clearance is sliced up over his own crossbar. It will be a corner on the right hand side for Sweden, and Stroud will take this, but that'll be it really after that. And this will be the last, or should be the last action of the game. Stroud's ball in, headed goalwards, and great save. It was Lagerbielke, and Verbruggen saved it, caught it, and that should be the match now because that's your 5 minutes of stoppage time played. Gone 30. Yeah, that is the full time whistle, and it has finished here. And it's finished 5-1 to the Netherlands in emphatic fashion. A goal on 5 minutes by Brian Brobby after a cross from Cody Gakpo on the left hand side, and he's tapped it home inside the area. Brobby doubled his tally and the Netherlands tally on 17 minutes, across from Dumfries on the right, and he was inside the 6-yard box again to tap home, right-footed once more. Sweden grew into the game a little bit. Thought they'd pulled him back by Liga Balker, but his goal was ruled out for offside from the free kick when he headed home, following a free kick into the box. The Dutch went in 2-0 up at the break and looked confident. Come out for the second half. Cody Gakpo on 47 minutes got on the end of a cross from the right hand side. I think it was from Dumfries again, and stroked home inside the area before making it 4 after he battled with Lindelof, cutting inside and drilling a right-footed shot into the near post past Nordveld. The Dutch looked like they were in cruise control, but substitute Anthony Elanga pulled one back on the break after he raced onto a through ball and calmly slotted left-footed past Verbruggen before Crescencio Somerville added parity to proceedings with a goal when he raced through right-footed, again battling with Lindelof in the 89th minute and drilled right-footed past Nordveld at his near post to complete the rout, and it finished in Houston, the Netherlands 5, Sweden 1. What have we got here? Aishan says, bro, Sweden got athletically assaulted by Robbie, Gakpo for Bruggen and Somerville. Bambi says, stick to their furniture, ouch. Back to IKEA, I guess, says Aishan. Bambi's laughing. Bro, Nordveld got athletically assaulted all match, says Aishan, and Verbruggen was just a wall as well, says Aishan. And yeah, that is correct. Verbruggen was brilliant, apart from the Elanga goal, which you could do nothing about because it was an absolute emphatic finish into the back of the net. He was just unbeatable. Saves left to his left, saves to his right, high, low. He was there and he was absolutely brilliant. Was Verbruggen today. Absolutely fantastic for the Dutch. Great saves, left, right, and all that lot as well. Oh, big thank you and shout out to you, Aishan, who's been in the chat all afternoon from start to finish. Brilliant talking to you and hearing all about you. And great questions and great talk. Bambi, amazing to have you in the chat again. Massive respect and support to you as well. Aishan says, great stream to be part of with loads of fire emojis. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Thank you to Bambi as well. The Dutch are doing create the line with their players as they go up to the fans and they're doing the hey thing and clapping their fans as well, led by the captain Virgil van Dijk, who will be doing his trademark celebration next time he scored, I think. But yeah, good game of football from the Dutch, and they're looking to take control of Group F, and I think they will do. I think they'll top it, and then it's just a battle between Japan and Sweden for who finishes second, and I've got a feeling it'll be Japan, with the Swedes hoping they can clinch a best third place team spot, which they're currently in, but there's a lot of matches to go in the other groups, and that will decide the fate of many a team and who will make the last 32. In terms of the match stats today, the Dutch had 50.9% possession, Sweden had 49.1%. Shots 10 for the Dutch, 16 for Sweden, it's saying, but they didn't really ultimately note those shots. A lot of them weren't on target. Tunisia, Japan on at 5 o'clock in the morning, by the way. 5 o'clock Sunday morning, UK time. So keep an eye out for that one. As currently, Dutch top with 4 points and a goal difference of 4. Sweden second with 3 points, a goal difference of none, but they've both played 2 games each. Japan and Tunisia with 1 game played each, and Japan with 1 point and a goal difference of none. Tunisia -4. So Tunisia will probably, my bet is, go out tomorrow, joining Turkey and Haiti as exiting the competition. In terms of shots on target, Netherlands 7, Sweden 8. Saves made 7 by Netherlands, 2 by Sweden. Aerial duels 13 apiece. That's quite an interesting stat. Aerial duels 13 apiece. 9 fouls committed by the Dutch, 12 by Sweden. 2 corners for the Dutch, 5 for Sweden. Shots 10 to 16, like I said. On target 7 to 8. Off target 2 to 5. Outside the box attempts 4 to 9. I think 2 of the Netherlands goals were outside the box as well. So yeah, 1-on-1 attempt was the only attempt was from Elanga, which he scored on. Offside 3 apiece. Passes 450 passes by the Netherlands to 424 by Sweden. So quite even in terms of passing, and the accuracy 88.2% accuracy from Netherlands. 85.1 for Sweden. In terms of forward passes, 136 forward passes from the Dutch, 147 forward passes from Sweden. Total crosses 15 from the Dutch, 21 from Sweden in the end, as they had that late flurry of chances. Tackles 15 to 18. Tackles won 60%. The Dutch won 60% of their tackles to 50% of Sweden's. 9 fouls committed by the Dutch, 12 by Sweden. No yellow cards for the Dutch, but 3 for Sweden. 24 clearances made by the Dutch, 14 made by Sweden in that game. So yeah, Aishan says next match will stream as well, and Koeman learned that that type of football from Pep Guardiola, which wouldn't surprise me. Pep has had a massive influence on football, and I wouldn't be surprised that Pep's next job is in international management. I've just got a feeling he just strikes me as something that will be like that. Aishan says, great stream and experience overall talking to you. Thank you, Aishan, and thank you for your support throughout the stream tonight. Same with you, Bambi, as well. Yeah, so Netherlands have won this match by 5 goals to 1 and top Group F in what has been a humbling for Sweden. Don't forget, guys, to like this video, subscribe to Let's Talk Sport for more content on the channel. Thanks for your support tonight. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all on Let's Talk Sport very soon. Thank you.